present is wonderful. The question that I'm asking is, when I say that, that my mind is my world, like, that's not a small comment. And when I say that, what am I saying? What are you hearing is kind of really more what I'm asking. Because what I'm saying and what I'm intending for you to hear and what you're hearing is very likely something a little different or very different.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you, because I know you're not sure. But you're just not saying that.
Well,
Phone? Microphone, please.
It's all through our own kaleidoscope.
Right.
Our filter, our perceptions of reality. Like you say, we could be in the same room but in different worlds.
Yeah.
Sitting next to each other, observing something. So it's all our processing. It's all how we take it in, through our own individual lens.
Right.
Our mind is like our lens.
Yeah, our mind is like our lens that we're viewing the world through. And we all don't have the same lens.
Right.
And it's all not pointed at the same stuff, too.
Some lenses are very smudgy.
Yes. There's lots of mud on those lenses that need to be wiped away. Absolutely. Because there is no problem. The problem is our perceiving. The problem is our mind. You see, you're born into the world, okay? And you're here, and you're fine. And then you begin to learn language and concepts and ideas, and you're born again into a world of concepts and ideas.
The Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
I found out I woke up into a world which was unconscious.
Yeah, I think that Leonardo da Vinci said that.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah. I had awakened to a world that was still fast asleep.
Yeah. I thought that's where you were going.
Right? But that's not exactly where I'm going. I'm saying that you're born, and you're here, and you're very present, and you cry. You know what I mean? When you feel discomfort, and you smile when you're happy, but you're in the moment. And you're constantly in the moment, and you don't know language. So there's none of this thinking stuff going on for you in that sense. There's no language to think in. Yeah, you guys got to use the microphone for me, okay? I got two. I thought that was Muppet.
Sounds like you're in the feeling stage when you're at that stage.
What exactly do you mean by the feeling stage?
Well, if you have no language, if you're born,
Mm.
you were talking, I'm assuming, like birth,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a language.
Mm-hmm.
Or your crying is language, your comfort, how you feel. If you
Yeah.
feel hungry, if you feel tired, if you feel wet.
Yeah.
So it's your feeling. So I'm interested to see where you take the world as your mind, because I think it's more than that.
Well, it's in a the first thing that we have to see clearly, okay, is that we are living in a conceptual world in our minds. Okay? This is the first thing that you have to see. Who here lives on Earth? Right. Do you live on Earth? What is Earth? How do you know that you live on Earth? Somebody told you. Somebody told you that this is Earth. Somebody told you that you live in the Milky Way galaxy. Somebody told you who you are. You didn't know who you were. You were still there. Yeah, in fact, you know probably less, right? Well, good. That's probably better than you think it is. But it's true. They told you that you're Antoinette. They told you that you're John. They told you that you have this ethnic background in this religion. They told you that you need to do this and not do that. This is how life is. This is how life isn't. And the world that I'm talking about is this conceptual world that you have built with the help of others in your head. It's very odd. When you really start to see things as they are, it's very odd. Because even who you are believing yourself to be in your own head is not true. How do I know that it's not true? Are you the same person you thought you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Constantly changing. You know, what we are here to do in Satsang is to step out of this imaginary world that we've made up in our head. Why would we want to do that?
I think we have to try to get away from labels, like everything has been labeled.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get out of that whole labeling, you're able to be free.
Free of?
Free of the conceptions that we're taught.
Yeah. Free of the concepts. Why? Because what we're suffering is what's going on in our minds. And it's all just imagination. Even who you think you are is an imagination, the who part of it, which is the ego part of it. This is a very, listen, I'm telling you, if you realize this, you're in a very, very tiny, small tenth of a percentage of people that are able to see this. You don't have to go patting yourself on the back or anything like that. But if you are beginning to see this, what's actually happening is you are beginning to end your own suffering.